We begin with an update on the death of a woman in Bella Vista. Thanks for joining us for your 5 News at 10. I'm Darren Bob. Police say they have made an arrest. They've arrested the husband of the woman found dead and charged him with capital murder. Police responded to Terry and Barbara Rodocker's home yesterday morning for a welfare check. That's when they found Barbara dead and Terry injured with an apparent self-inflicted wound. Police say he was taken to the hospital but has now been booked tonight into the Benton County Jail. Terry Rodocker has also been charged with 2 counts of aggravated animal cruelty. 2 injured dogs were found at the scene and have since been euthanized. We'll keep you up to date on any other details on air and on our website at 5newsonline.com. Time to talk about the forecast now. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Scott Covert to get a first check of the forecast. A really nice day today. Hopefully this will last for a while.
You know, there are going to be some changes tomorrow, but it's still going to be pleasant. It's not going to be as warm, and it's going to be more overcast than anything else, but a mild February day nonetheless. 7 o'clock temperatures in northwest Arkansas. We're talking near 60. We'll jump to about 70 by lunchtime, at which point a front's going to start to work its way through the area. That front does bring at least a low chance of some scattered showers. Meanwhile, we're looking at mostly cloudy conditions in the River Valley, starting the day in the upper 50s, quickly warming up into those low 70s, and we'll probably end up staying in those low 70s most of the afternoon. With what's new, our rain chances for tomorrow still look a little bit lower than what they looked like last week, and the best odds continue to be the River Valley. It's all part of a cold front that right now is approaching us. It'll continue working its way our direction while you're asleep tonight. And while, yeah, it's a cold front, it is going to bring at least a low chance of rain. We're really not going to feel it until Wednesday. Even then, it doesn't get cold. It just gets a little cooler. We're really keeping our eyes peeled on a late week, early weekend storm system that looks to provide maybe our best chance of meaningful rainfall in quite some time. What about storms, though? Well, we'll track those as well coming up here in just a few.
All right, Scott, thanks. A 7-year-old woman is accused of, after investigators say she shot and killed her husband at their home just outside of Gore, Oklahoma in Sequoyah County. Victim has been identified as Troy Wayne Poteet, a former justice of the Cherokee Nation Supreme Court. Elizabeth Poteet was arrested and booked into the Sequoyah County Jail on a homicide charge in connection with this shooting. The FBI is now investigating. Cherokee Nation posting a statement mourning the death of Poteet, writing he left a, quote, indelible mark as a public servant. The suspect has still not been found tonight after a robbery on the University of Arkansas campus. Police say it happened around 2 o'clock this afternoon near the Bell Engineering Center and Science Engineering Hall. U of A police told us today it does not appear to be an armed robbery, but they were still working to gather details. Suspect is a male with light complexion wearing a purple shirt. He was last seen running south. Safety alert from University urged students and staff to use caution if they encounter this suspect. Today's show co-host Savannah Guthrie took to social media today to make a plea for the public's help in finding her missing mother, Nancy. This comes as both local authorities and now the FBI say they still have not identified a suspect or person of interest in this case. Andres Gutierrez is in Tucson with the latest.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare.
On Monday, Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie took to social media to make a public appeal. This comes as authorities continue to search for her mother, Nancy, who was first reported missing 8 days ago. Law enforcement have yet to identify a person of interest or suspect in the case. A parent ransom notes that the FBI are working to authenticate were sent to multiple media outlets last week, establishing 2 deadlines, one for last Thursday and another for Monday. Over the weekend, Savannah and her siblings indicated they are willing to work with those who have taken their mother.
This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
In her latest video message, Savannah Guthrie expressed hope.
We believe our mom is still out there.
She also issued a plea to the public.
No matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation.
Authorities worked through the weekend to search for more clues in connection to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, including removing items from her roof and searching her daughter Annie's home. The Guthrie family has expressed concern about 84-year-old Nancy's health. She's in need of daily medication they believe she's been without for more than a week. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Tucson, Arizona.
Back here at home, a major highway project in northwest Arkansas moving a step closer now to completion. The Arkansas Department of Transportation has secured $59 million more in federal funding for Phase 3 of the Springdale Northern Bypass project. Congressman Steve Womack specifically requested funding for it in the latest appropriations bill. Phase 3 will connect I-49 to Highway 265. RDOT says it'll expand access and reduce traffic headaches for travelers all across this region.
Receiving that funding on a project like this allows us to deliver it quicker, so it ultimately benefits all the citizens and the motorists of Arkansas.
RDOT says bidding for Phase 3 construction will open later this year. Funding for the I-49 extension project from Alma to Barling was also secured through the recent spending packages. In Fayetteville tonight, Mayor Molly Ron will give her State of the City address at the Town Hall Center tomorrow. New this year, the address will be followed by a moderated onstage discussion. She says it's a closer look into the town officials' decision on projects and future priorities. All of it will be live streamed on the city's official YouTube page. In Sebastian County, election officials certifying the special Republican primary runoff in the race for the District 26 state Senate race. Brad Simon won the Republican seat against Wade Dunn last Tuesday. He now moves to face independent candidate Adam Watson in the general election next month. Early voting for that, by the way, begins next Tuesday. Elections in Sequoia and LaFleur County happening tomorrow. Voters in Spiro will decide on 2 school bond proposals totaling about $2 million. One proposal is for transportation, adding 2 new school buses. The second is a remodel of the school cafeteria, updating HVAC units at the middle school, and building an indoor activity center to serve students in all grades. Voters in Sallisaw will narrow down candidates for the mayor and county school board races. Polls open at 7 tomorrow morning. They will close at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. A Sallisaw man says one of his dogs is dead and another is recovering after being shot last week. The district attorney says this incident is now under investigation. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer spoke with the dog's owner tonight, who says this situation could have been avoided.
I've worked all over the United States, and she's rode and went with me every step of the way.
Gypsy is James Lawson's service dog, a companion he's had for years.
She loves everybody. She knows no strangers.
Last week, Lawson says he knew something was wrong after letting his dogs outside before work.
I went to calling her to come up on the steps, and she was dragging her back legs, and there was blood and stuff all over the steps.
Gypsy was rushed to the vet with a shattered leg. Lawson says a neighbor later admitted to shooting one of the dogs.
He said, I shot that one to wound it. And his mother kept saying, well, we're scared of them dogs.
Later that same day, Lawson says he found his other dog, Rip, dead with a gunshot wound near his heart.
He was just a big old teddy bear. I was really numbed at the situation that one of them was dead. I just couldn't. I kept wondering why.
Lawson says he never had any prior issues with that neighbor and isn't sure what actually happened.
I don't know if they were still in my yard and he just took the opportunity to shoot them across there, or I don't know if actually one was up there.
And says he's left wondering why things escalated so quickly.
I just wish he'd come and told me and we could have prevented all this. I have no problem. Like I said, we live in the country. I'm on 3 acres. We always let the dogs out, never had a problem.
In Sallisaw, covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
District Attorney Jack Thorpe says additional information was presented that contradicted the original investigation, leading prosecutors to dismiss the case without prejudice. Says the case still remains under investigation.